Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back to another war recap video. Now, in this video, I am not actually in one of my clans. I am in Calvinus. This is the Clash on the Pawnee clan family, and they allowed me to come over and not only participate in the war, but give a recap of it as well and do some recording. So shout out to the Clash on the Pawnee team. I'm going to put a link to one of their podcasts in the description. Go check them out. Go show them some love because they allowed me to come over and do this. Now, one of my friends wanted some backup against the enemy clan, which is, again, part of their clan family. This was a friendly war, but they wanted a little backup, so I said, sure, I'll come over and bring my A game, which I absolutely did. So let's jump into the war map. Now, I'm only going to show you about 3 attacks today. All 3 are going to be Town Hall 13s because there were no triples down low for the Town Hall 11s or Town Hall 12s, and a lot of these were also dips down here. So the ones that did get tripled were either dipped A or B. They were not a real base. And the reason is if you go into a friendly war and have your active war base set on your village, it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be your active war base in the friendly war. What you have to do is go into your friendly war's pane, and there is a little button you have to hit, and you tap that button, and you have to set your war base in the war pane. And if you don't do that, you come up with something like, let's see if I can give you an example here. That's an 11 here, actually. So you come up with something like this where you're a Town Hall 10, but you have all Town Hall 11 things, but you're missing your eagle because you didn't go in and change your base layout like you were supposed to. Or, let's see, this Town Hall 12, that's also a Town Hall 10. It has no eagle because they didn't go in and change the base like they were supposed to. And these aren't attacks I want to show because it doesn't make sense. Of course, they got tripled because they aren't a Town Hall 12, but they got attacked by a Town Hall 12. So we're just going to back on out. As you can see, we did take the win 43-36. Shout out to the Icy Golem. They put up a fight, but the Calvinists, like I said, we brought our A game, and I actually six-packed this war, and I'm going to show you both of my attacks. And they were both fair. Town Hall 13, full Town Hall 13 attacks. That's why I chose them, because I'm not one to dip down. I don't like dips, and I don't like attacking bases that aren't really strong, that aren't max 13s, or at least have all the defenses for Town Hall 13. So I made sure to attack two of those that did, in fact, have those. So let's jump into the first attack on number 8. It was actually mine. And I was number 2. I think I should have been number 1 in the war, but I digress. So I'm bringing a Zap Lalo. Now, 3 things actually went wrong in this attack. For one, I actually asked for a Rage in my clan castle. I was supposed to have 2 haste spells. That was my mistake because I had a Yeti Bomb in there prior to the change and did not change my spell out. Now, I'm going to zap out. Look at this value. Look at this value right here by the Town Hall. So both of the scatter shots are right next to the clan castle, right? So they're in range of zaps. Now, the 2 sweepers are also connected to the clan castle. So more zap value. And then this air defense is also in zap range. If you hit on this wall junction right here, you can take all 3 of these, or all 4 of these out. So I'm going to drop 2 lightning spells right here to take out both sweepers and damage this air defense, and then it's also going to get damage onto the clan castle, and then I'm going to drop the others onto the scatter shot. So let's see what I do here. Now keep in mind, I said I made 3 mistakes. 2 of the mistakes are right here on spell placement. So 1, 2, both sweepers go down and it does a lot of damage to the air defense, and then I drop 5 different lightning spells right here on this junction in the middle. But as you can see, the scatter shot on the bottom didn't get as much damage done to it as a scatter shot on the top, and the reason being I misplaced 2 of those spells just slightly up to the north, just not even a wall tile, and it made that much difference because the damage did not get put on both of the scatter shots. Now, the other mistake I made was with this spell placement. I placed it too close to the Town Hall, and it activated, and I did not mean to do that. So, hindsight, I should have dropped the Earthquake up here, connecting to the air defense, the clan castle, and the scatter shot, but I digress. So King moving in along with the Ice Golem and the Queen. They're going to push. I'm going to try to take out the Town Hall with those. I sent the Ice Golem in late so he would tank for the Queen a little longer than the King. the Ice Golem dies off and freezes everything in there, sending some balloons in front of some Inferno Dragons, Inferno Babies, to try to get the Town Hall down that way as well. So I tried to have a contingency plan as much as I could. Now this Tornado Trap and Skeletons kind of killed the plan for the Royal Champion. The Town Hall is one shot, and my Queen walks away from the Town Hall. So I'm hoping that the Inferno Babies could actually come in and take it out, so I'm going to freeze it and invest a freeze to get that done. But unfortunately, they just didn't have the health, and then they take a Sam. So it didn't work out, but I looked at my options here. I said, you know what? I still have a great path, and that Town Hall is one shot, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and send in a Stone Slammer at it, and it should go down in one shot. And I'm going to start my Lalo as well, drop my Grand Warden, some more balloons, and a Hound. Hound's going to tank some traps. Balloon's going to push through into the first air defense as the Hound tanks. The Town Hall does go down, and I pop my Grand Warden's ability to try to save the damage onto that Slammer, but the Slammer just was not close enough. So the Slammer actually pushes forward by itself, and it's going to do some work because there's nothing to stop it over there. I finished up the rest of my Lalo over here on the right-hand side about 1 o'clock, pushing through the rest of the base. A lot of balloons in the core going toward this Eagle Artillery. The Eagle is targeting the Hound. So the Hound does pop over there by the air defense. I tried to, you know, take down this Royal Champion with the pups of the Hound, but it did not quite work out. But it's very low health, and it's not going to follow my balloons forever. Quite a few balloons pushing into the last air defense and Wizard Tower. And the Wizard Tower does a bit of work, but I do have a free spell that I held for this single target Inferno and the air defense. So balloons are going to push through. They hit another Sam, but there's too many balloons for that to work, and these point defenses aren't going to take them all out. So Inferno goes down, and they're going to make their way over to the cannon. I started my cleanup everywhere else. Now, I thought the King was going to give us a bit of a problem, but then I noticed he was actually only level 40, so it was a rushed King. So I thought maybe he'd be able to distract all the minions and balloons and dragon until they didn't get his altar, but unfortunately for them, I did get it done. So balloons are going to work through here. The last few buildings are going to converge on this one-shot Royal Champion, and these minions actually take out this King by themselves, no problem. They're going to take out the altar, and everything's going to converge onto the last building, which is this Elixir Collector in the core, and it goes down with just a few seconds to spare. I think I had about 6 seconds to go when this triple ended off. So look at that. Zap Lalo, still strong. You got to find the right bases, and you can just crush them with it. And I was excited to use it in this ore, actually. I didn't think I would get a chance to use it. I thought I was going to hybrid both of the bases, but that didn't end up happening. So the next triple I'm going to show you, like I said, a lot of these just, they weren't up to snuff in my opinion, so I'm just not going to show them, and some of the bases just were not down on 13s, as I said before. So we're going to jump into the next attack. Dissectatron coming in on number 2. He was the number 1 in the war, so he is attacking their number 2 in the war. So you know it was a strong base, and he's going to bring a textbook hybrid. I loved seeing this attack right here be executed. So he's going to start his hybrid down here, or his Queen Charge down here at the Town Hall. He's going to try to get all the way in and take out the Town Hall. As you can see, he does have super wall breakers in the camps, because in a friendly war, you can use any super troop you want for free without having to activate them. So the reason I use my Inferno Babies was because I actually had them activated, so I just felt right to use them, right? So here we go. Queen comes down. Going to try to start the funnel off. Got a great funnel break here, so that means the Queen shouldn't walk that way after taking out the building on the other side of that elixir, or that elixir storage. Queen coming in with the super wall break. Now, I would have done probably a little extra to keep my King from coming this direction, but it wasn't a problem, because once this stuff goes down, he is going to walk right back up that direction. Super wall break comes in again to get the Queen further into the base and take out that Town Hall. She does target the Town Hall. Perfectly placed rage. Gets the healers, gets the Queen. She's going to take out the Town Hall, and then she had to poison. They had to poison over the enemy clan council, not only because it's the enemy clan council, but those headhunters would have taken out that Queen really, really quickly if he did not. So you have to poison those headhunters and drop either a freeze or a rage to get through them, or that Queen will go down. So Queen's still pushing through. Now he's getting a great funnel down here, up here on this top side, with a barracks and a baby dragon for the hybrid. Queen's still alive, popping her ability, getting through that first scatter shot and not having a problem at all right now. Now the hybrid comes in about 12 to 1 o'clock here. King is actually tanking those eagle shots, so no need to pop the Grand Warden's ability. First heal comes down into the first Inferno Tower. A lot of hogs still up, and that barracks actually hasn't even popped yet for the extra hogs that are going to come out of it. Pushing into the Eagle Artillery, popping the Grand Warden's ability for those Eagle shots. So, Eagle is going to go down. Hogs coming in from the barracks. Finally, he still has a heal and a freeze left after freezing that scatter shot once again. Here we go, another freeze getting dropped on the scatter shot to hold off from the damage of those hogs and miners. Last heal coming in, healing up those hogs and miners up to full as they push into a bomb tower. Now, was it advantageous to drop it then, or should he have waited? Because there is a multi-target Inferno, but I think the hogs were so low on health that if they took the blast from that bomb tower, they would have died. So it was a smart play. Now, pushing into the very last defense, these hogs are going to get through it, as well as the Royal Champion after she pops her ability, and there's nothing but cleanup left. A lot of hogs and miners left up. This was an absolute textbook hybrid attack. I loved watching this. This was one that went absolutely perfectly to plan. So, shout out to Dissectatron for his triple over here in Calvinist. Great job. So, we're going to move into the last attack, and it's going to be mine, of course, because as I said, I did 6-pack, and I hit their number 1 bases as our number 2, so I felt good about that, hitting their top base and getting the triple. So let's jump straight on in. I did not bring Zap Lalo. I did bring a different strategy this time. I went with another hybrid attack of my own. Excuse me. So I actually went a little bit minor heavy in this attack because I went a slight risky with it. And the reason I say slightly risky is because I usually bring a Yeti Bomb for the Town Hall, especially if you have a centralized Town Hall like this one. But I saw a way to carve the base in a fashion where it was less risky, so I brought a barracks with some extra hogs in it. Therefore, I took a few hogs out of my army, and I decided to add a few more miners for that extra oomph, right? So, let's go ahead and start the attack. Here's my Coco Loons coming down from the south side. I want my queen to get in this compartment. I want her to take down 4 Expos, the Clan Council, the Queen, the Royal Champion, the Eagle, both Wizard Towers, and set a perfectly L-shaped funnel. So after all of this goes down, I'm going to have a perfect L shape for my hybrid. So I do get the wall break in. Wizard over here making sure my queen does not walk up. I'm going to poison both of those dragons and that balloon perfectly. I made sure that the balloon had to travel through the entire poison to get to the queen, so it would die off before it did. There we go. Queen's going to get down both dragons, and then the balloon falls as well. Holding on to my first rage because she does not need it quite yet. As soon as she locks on to the Eagle, there we go. First rage comes in. I try to cheat it as far in as I can to get the healers and get the queen the most value out of that. I freeze the queen and 2 Expos to make sure that my queen doesn't get in any kind of trouble. 2 Expos go down, and she is still in that rage spell, so I don't have to drop another one. She's going to take out the enemy queen, no problem at all. Here we go. The second rage is going to come down. As soon as those Expos get unfrozen, she's going to make it through the Clan Castle, the Expo, and then move on to the Royal Champion. Here we go. Royal Champion goes down. Expo goes down. She's going to work through the storage now. I dropped the barracks over here on the 3 o'clock side because I know for a fact she's already done her job and she has her ability. And I also have 2 extra free spells after the first 2 to support her if need be. So hybrid coming in right here down at 4 o'clock. Miners already in. Hogs are going to come in behind. Royal Champions working through some defenses already. And as I said, I set a perfect L-shaped funnel. And my king and the P.E.K.K.A. and wizards are going to run all of these defenses and trash buildings down. So what that's going to do is it's going to activate the town hall by percentage, but also keep my hogs and miners tight into the base to push into the town hall as well. And I predicted that. So that's why I went with the barracks and hogs. So hogs coming out of the barracks right now. First multi goes down, as well as the first heal coming down. I'm going to freeze the town hall so I don't quite have to pop my ward's ability yet. As it gets lower on health right about now, we pop the warden's ability to keep everything safe from that Giga Bomb. So I have another heal I'm going to drop, and there's a reason I didn't drop it where you think I should drop it, which would have been near the scatter shot and near the multi-target Inferno. For one, the single target Inferno, or the multi-target Inferno was going to go down to miners, as well as the scatter shot already had miners in its dead zone, so I didn't think I'd have to heal over the things that were in its dead zone and could not be hit anyway. So I decided to heal the hogs that were getting targeted by that scatter shot. But everything's going to converge onto this cannon. I have cleanup down here as well. Everything else was already cleaned up in the meantime. So a bunch of wizards and miners, the P.E.K.K.A., the Royal Champion still had her ability that I swagged. That was an overwhelming 3-star, 13v13. Look at that, a 6-pack from me, and I used 2 different strategies as well. I wanted to make sure that I did showcase more than one strategy because there are a lot of strong strategies at Town Hall 13. Unfortunately, I could not get any Town Hall 11 or 12 attacks from this war because, like I said, there were either the bases weren't Town Hall 12s or 11s, or they were dipped. There were quite a few dips that needed to happen, but that's because Town Hall 11 and 12 are pretty hard as well. They're not just spam and win Town Halls. You have to put some thought into your attacks, and they just fell a little bit short. So we did end up taking the victory by 7 entire stars. We had a 99% total destruction. We needed 2 stars to make it a perfect war. Let's go back to the map. Their number 3 and number 4 did not fall. Now, the 98% on number 4, I was honestly a little crushed about. I think it should have been tripled because Tribe, shout out to Tribe, again, he's one of the guys from Clash on the Potty. He didn't set his base fully. He was missing the scatter shots and his other Inferno Tower, which should have cost him this defense. But his base held up to Sasquatch. Unfortunately, he got a 98%. I don't know if this was a time fail or a regular fail. I actually did not watch this exact strategy. I was too heartbroken to watch it because he did not triple this base. So, unfortunate for us, we could not pull out the perfect war, but unfortunate for them that we did win this by a huge margin and almost got 100% destruction. So, I want to shout out the Clash on the Potty team once again for allowing me to come over and not only participate in this war, but also do some recording and show you guys what I was up to during this event. I want to thank you guys for tuning into another war recap. You are all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.